Hi, my name is Vivian and welcome. Today we are going to talk about what a dystopian story is and how to write them using examples from the show Squid Game. What is a dystopian story? A dystopia is an imagined community or society that is dehumanizing and frightening. Dystopian stories often tell tales of bravery and defiance against a totalitarian government or surviving in a post-apocalyptic world. But I also believe that dystopian stories don't have to always be about fighting against a totalitarian government or trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world. In the show Squid Game, it highlights how debt can trap people. Based on the definition above, debt is used to dehumanize the characters within the story. What are people willing to do to get a lot of money and to get out of debt? This question plays out in the way that the characters behave. They behave in a very barbaric and animalistic way. Honestly, Squid Game is showing how debt can be totalitarian in a way by how debt can trap and control people. That's what I think. But what is the significance of dystopian fiction? Dystopian novels that have a message usually explore themes like oppression, anarchism, and mass poverty. In the show The Squid Game, the writer is exploring themes of poverty, wealth, and debt. What money does to people and what the lack of money does to people. It opens up the conversation as to what is the root of all evil. Is it money or is it poverty? I mean, we have all heard that phrase before. I personally think that money is a tool and magnifies who you are, but hey, this is what dystopians do. It opens up conversations, right? 5 characteristics of dystopian fiction. The central themes of dystopian novels typically fall under these categories. Number 1, government control. Government is one of the prominent elements in dystopian fiction, in most dystopian stories. The government is presented as a powerful, oppressive entity that is suppressing the society that is in the story. Or it could just be a no government and it's just anarchy. Number 2, environmental destruction. The setting of a place is inhabitable for humans, or there is a natural disaster that is about to happen which will make the world inhabitable for humans. Number 3, technological control. An advanced technology controls society, like robots, computers, AI. They either control the world or they control the characters' minds, or the people in the world. It controls their minds. Number 4, loss of individualism. The danger of conformity. The loss of individualism usually presents itself in a world where personal choice is often controlled by an authoritarian state. Number 5, survival. The oppressive powers and destruction within the dystopian world usually forces the inhabitants to fend for themselves. In the case of Squid Game, there are 2 characteristics that are within the show. The first one I will talk about is survival. This story takes place in South Korea. So people living in South Korea are living their day-to-day lives like normal. They don't know anything about this game that goes on, except for the people that are contacted to play the game. So in Squid Game, there isn't an oppressive government. There's a group of wealthy individuals who came together to create these games, preying on the desperation of others for their own entertainment. So the premise of Squid Game is that there is a group of people, 456 people, that are in extreme debt, and they have to pass all 6 games in order to win the grand prize money. But little did they know that these games are deadly, literally. What resonated with me as I was watching the show was the characters' actions and how some characters changed as the story progressed, and how human nature, how people act when they're in a life or death situation. Honestly, all logic gets thrown out the window. You will do anything and everything to survive. So basically, what are people willing to do to live, and what are people willing to do to win a lot of money? The second dystopian characteristic within Squid Game is the loss of individualism. Loss of individualism presents a world where personal choice is controlled by an authoritarian state. The guards that work on the island where the games take place fall into this category. They're the ones that kill the players that lose the game, that get rid of the dead bodies, and do the day-to-day stuff that needs to be done to have the games operating daily. The guards wear these uniforms and they all look exactly the same except for the masks that they wear that show the different shapes. Which shows the ranking of each guard. So a circle is higher than a triangle, I believe. And then, anyway. They never see each other's faces and they refer to each other by number. So they don't know their names. They never see their face. They don't really know anything personal about them. They're just all about their work and their task and what they need to do every single day. They are assigned specific tasks every day, and they live by a very strict and mundane schedule. If they do anything out of the ordinary, they are eliminated immediately. Y'all know what that means. The dystopian protagonist. The dystopian protagonist often feels trapped and is trying to escape. The protagonist in Squid Game, his name is Ji-hoon, and he is addicted to gambling, and he is in a lot of debt because of his gambling. He lives with his mom, and he is a deadbeat dad, and he is trapped by his lifestyle, and he has no way of getting out. He wants a better life, and he has no way of getting out of it, out of his current lifestyle. The dystopian protagonist believes or feels that there is something terribly wrong with the society that they live in. In Ji-hoon's case, after a few games, he sees how the games and the amount of money is changing the people around him. He attempts to keep his team together and to keep his team good, but it all falls apart and is every person for themselves. The dystopian protagonist helps the audience see the negative aspects of the society through the protagonist's perspective. I believe that Ji-hoon goes through a negative character arc, specifically a disillusionment arc. But as the story progresses, Ji-hoon's naive outlook on life, which is he trusts that humanity is good, gets snuffed out, and all that is left is vengeance. I think dystopian is really taking a theme, either social or political, putting that theme in a situation and exaggerating it. So get creative and have fun. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this and on writing tips. I also have free how to plot your novel worksheets below and character profile worksheets below. The details will be in the description box below. Go ahead and watch the next video here. I'll talk to you next time. Bye!